So here we have a pre-owned 2019 Ford F-150 Super Crew. This one comes in stone gray, and then we have the medium gray cloth interior. Powertrain consists of a 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, made it to a 10-speed automatic transmission. This one has, I think, like 75,000 miles on it, but I'll show you the exact odometer here in a minute. To the front end here, these come standard with halogen headlamps, but this one has aftermarket LED headlamps and fog lights, and a really nice touch here. It really does make this truck look that much more premium, like the upper trims like the Lariats and King Ranch and all of that. Down here to these wheels, these are going to be 17-inch aluminum. Like the running boards there. To the door panel, these are one-touch up and down windows for the front, regular power windows for the back. Rear window lock is here, power mirror controls, power door lock controls. Nice door panel there, tons of storage, electronic parking brake, power adjustable pedals, and then our automatic headlamp controls are there along with the fog lights. Hood release here, and then a manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then we have a power seat bottom, two-way power lumbar support, manual seat back there. But a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these pre-owned closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever used vehicle you might be interested in. But having that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, really good space back here. Seat back pockets are on both sides. 12-volt down here. And then you have two USB-A charge ports right in there. But space is really good because these seats are not as bulky as they could be. There's a view of the front. I like that we get the LED lights in the back. And then nice sturdy hanger hooks there if you need to hang your uniform. Now that's where you turn the key to turn your child locks on or off. Easy fuel there. This does take E85 or gas, so you have that flex fuel capability if you want to use it. Then to the back end here, you get the standard tail lamps, but these are also aftermarket, these LED lights for the license plate tag. Again, I like where the LED is replaced on this one in particular. But there's a look underneath the truck, spare tire, exhaust, backup cameras integrated in the tailgate. And this one does have a drop-in bed liner. So it's always nice to have that so you're not scratching up the bed of the truck. Now to the front passenger side, this is gonna be manual. Now I like that we get the manual lumbar support there. So we have a 4-way manual seat, seat back, seat bottom, and then again that lumbar support's 2-way, so that's a nice touch. Storage here, lockable glove compartment here with the owner's manual. These tend to like to pop out a little bit, so I think it came off the track. I'll have to fix that here in a minute. And then to the front, once again, quick look in the engine bay. Have the wrong hand to do this, but there we go. Again, 5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine there. Now a quick look at the blinkers. So there's the back. Side mirror. And the headlamps. But now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here, just a little bit of wear over top there. There's the horn. And then yeah, 75,424 is the mileage on this one as of now. But to the radio here, we get our AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth. Your settings here, full with all the apps. General settings, change your language, units of measurement if you so choose. And then your Android Auto right in there. So it's a pretty simple system, not a lot going on there. And your home page look is that. But traction control, hazards, auto stop toggle right there. 12 volts. A few shortcuts here if you want to set up the presets. And this is kind of like a tune knob here. Change the media source by hitting that button. And then turn up, click there to turn the audio off. Single zone manual climate controls are here. Fan speed, temperature, direction, AC, power. 2 USB-A ports, and that'll connect you to your radio there as well as charge. And then a 12 volt down there. A little storage pocket underneath. Trailer brake controllers here. Full 4-wheel drive there. Backup cameras there. Guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Now this seat, center console cubby space, bottle holders, or lift up. And there it is as your third seat there. Now to the steering wheel, left side stalk, blinkers, windshield wipers, and then high beams. And then for the shifter, just grab the brake or hit the brake, pull the lever, reverse, neutral, drive. Your manual mode's there. You can manually shift right there. And then you have your drive mode you can toggle there. So you have your normal, tow haul, snow, wet, eco, and sport. But these 4 arrows go through the gauge cluster. There's a lot of views there. A lot of things that you configure, including your tire pressure monitor, transmission temp, towing as well, off-road settings and all of that. And then you can also go in the advanced settings and then fool with your language and units of measurement there as well. But cruise control on, off, set the speed, cancel, resume, Bluetooth controls, mute, voice recognition. This goes through the audio sources, AM, FM, XM, and then you have the volume, track list, and radio station presets are here. Quick look at the back seat from up here. And then sunglasses holder, your lights, and then the vanity mirror there. Finally, there's the key in the ignition. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2019 Ford F-150 XLT 5.0 V8 out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this F-150 here, the V8 feels stronger, but it doesn't feel as quick as the twin turbo V6, if that makes sense. And I do feel like the 3.5 just kind of lasts longer, if that makes sense. It feels like it has more to give. The 5 liters, after a little bit of time, they just feel like they don't have it to me. Here we go. Gonna do a quick pull from about 60. So the good thing is you have a naturally aspirated V8, so you get a good pull from that kind of sweet spot there. So in terms of merging power, it has a ton to give. Now with the 10-speed here, I'm just feeling a bit of a clunk every so often, depending on how I push the pedal down. But for the most part, it does a pretty good job, it seems like. Again, this isn't a brand new truck. It has over 75,000 miles on it, but everything seems to be working properly for the most part. Ride quality is good, comfort's good. Tires are a bit loud to me, but there could be a number of factors behind that. But the brake pedal feels nice. I really like that. So I do want to give a big thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this truck today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these pre-owned closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever used vehicle you might be interested in. I have a little bit of space, so I'm gonna give it to myself and then give it a nice pull in sport mode coming out of this corner. Here we go. Yeah, that's a very strong engine. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I get that a little bit from the twin turbo V6s, but that V8 had a lot to give coming out of that corner there, so that's pretty impressive. I like that we still are able to toggle between the drive modes here, just between the eco, the sport, and then of course the snow, wet conditions, the tow haul. Because a truck like this deserves that, I think. It has, with the 10-speed especially, you're able to rev it hot, get it going in sport, and then in eco mode, you're able to keep between all those gears, just stay as efficient as possible. And the eco mode still feels like it can keep up with traffic if it needs to, unlike some eco modes where it almost feels like you're about to have a check engine light when you try to give it throttle because it's trying to hold you back so much. But a lot of life still left in this truck, it seems like, just based on how it's driving, how it's performing, and relatively low miles based on how far these trucks can go. Now the older 5-liter V8s, some of those are still on the road from the 80s and 90s, but the twin turbo V6s that I've seen, the 2.7s and the 3.5s, those also show longevity in them, and what I've seen with trucks that are still being sold that have 250,000, 280,000 miles, and they're getting put back on the internet to be sold again to go 300 and 350. But I think this is a solid truck. There's a reason that these sell so well, that they've been selling so well for years. They just have great reliability. Features are good. Ford keeps them updated so often, whether it's an interior that needs to be changed out, the exterior, refreshes, redesigns. They just stay on top of their game with this truck. And that's one of the reasons they've been as successful as they have over the years compared to Stellantis and GM. And then, also just having the Lightning variant as well. So still a great truck. I think 6 years down the road, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2019 F-150 XLT.